My brother Mark, how you doing, man? What's going on, my brother? How you been? It's all good. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's everything been going? I tried to, Mark. I tried to. I tried to. Trying to, man. Try to get those historical posts every day. You know. See you, Cardona. See all y'all. Sanchez. What's going on? So the reason why I came on. What's going on, beautiful Jewel? Reason why I came on is because we're gonna start doing this every Sunday and every see you, Sonia, every Sunday and every Wednesday, and it's gonna be at 9 o'clock United States Eastern Time. And so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna come up with different topics every Sunday and every Wednesday. And what's going on? How you doing, Roldan? And so what we're going to do, we're going to come up with different topics every Sunday and every Wednesday. I'll have those topics days ahead of time. And for example, Wednesday's topic already is going to be, do women prefer alpha males or beta males? So it's alpha males or beta males. Which ones do women prefer the most? And so every Sunday, every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, United States time, we're going to have different topics I'm going to be covering. A range of issues, right? So it's called Diversity Outspoken, which basically means that I speak about a diverse range of topics, and we'll talk about those, and we're outspoken about those, which means no disrespectful speaking, no disrespectful talk. We'll respect everything, even issues that individuals don't agree with, issues that people agree with, but we'll discuss those things in a respectful manner. But we will be outspoken about those things, and that's why it's called Diversity Outspoken. Which one are you? I'm assuming you're thinking ODogg, Anti-Imperial, or ThaChill. So they're all me. So I have three names. My artist name is ODogg, Anti-Imperial, ThaChill. ODogg represents one side of me, Anti-Imperial represents another side of me, and ThaChill represents another side. And that's why if you guys ever see the different songs that come out, I'll say, okay, this song right here is an ODogg song, or this song right here is an Anti-Imperial song, or this song right here is a ThaChill song. So ODogg is basically like, he's kind of like the gangster and stuff like that, right? He speaks about, he's kind of funny, he's kind of a comedian, speaks sexually more than anything, or things like that. That's ODogg. He's the crazy one, right? He's kind of wacko in the head, ODogg is, but in a good way, in a nice way. Then you have Anti-Imperial, and Anti-Imperial, he's the center, he's more of who I truly am. And Anti-Imperial is more just about politics and history and things like that. You can go to my Instagram page, and I have all those songs there. You can go there. You can look at my story. I have songs right now in my story. There are 3 different songs in my story right now. So Anti-Imperial, he's more of like, he's about history and politics and things like that, about social issues and pulling people up. What's up, Coco? How you doing, sister? And things like that. And then you have ThaChill, and ThaChill, he's more about romance and falling in love and building a family and things like that. So those are the 3 sides of who I am, right? Being that's the case, so this diversity outspoken, man, like, we're talking about all type of issues. We're going to hit on social issues. We're going to hit on religious issues. We're going to hit on content that's political. I appreciate that, Cardona. Appreciate that, sister. You know, I got nothing but love for you. And we're gonna hit on all those issues, man. And so every Wednesday, every Sunday, 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern time. And I just wanted to say also, man, I really want to thank everybody for, who follows me, all of you guys who see those historical posts every day. Man, let me tell you, those historical posts, I research those historical posts like maybe 2 weeks in advance. So they're already done. They're done for 2 weeks in advance. And so I just post them the day they come up. And sometimes people, they ask me, they say, well, like, Omar, how do you, Omar, which is my real name, hence the ODogg term, right? The first name ODogg. But they'll tell me, they'll say like, Omar, how do you come up with those historical posts? And so the way I do it, man, is really randomly. I try to, I see you, Carmen. I try to group them. So let's say, for example, I might be walking down the street and I might say, man, you know what? When did they start using street signs? Like, how did that come to be? And I'll research that and I'll find out. And then if I can find other things around that date that have to do with like streets or transportation or things like that, then I'll try to group those days together if I can find other things like that. If I can't, then that's why you'll sometimes see those random days where I'll post like 4 or 5 different things and they're all different type of subjects. But I'll do it like that. Also, when I do those historical posts, those daily historical posts, I try to make it so that, I do one serious one day, and then maybe after a serious one, I try to do the other like maybe 2 or 3 days after that kind of light, so that, I don't, kind of scare people away or even bore people, right? Because sometimes, people aren't really into like deep history like that. Like I am, right? But not everybody is. Therefore, if people aren't really into like deep history like that, I don't want to like bore them on like, the details and intricacies of like deep historical moments. So a lot of times I'll try to just breeze on top of that historical moment, but not really go into detail so that everybody can kind of relate to it. So that's kind of how I come up with my historical posts. Me, myself, man, I love history. I have degrees in history, so I have 2 double master's degrees, and I have a PhD. My undergrad was in liberal arts, only because, man, when I went to college, I went to the University of Miami in the United States, and when I went to college for liberal arts, I went to college, I didn't know what I wanted because I was in love with history. I was in love with political science. I was in love with sociology. I was in love with music business. I was in love with so many different things that I was like, what the hell am I going to do? And I was a nerd, you guys. I'm a nerd. I'm a big dork and a big nerd. I've always been a nerd. And so when I got there, I was like, man, I love philosophy. I loved everything. I loved everything. The only thing I didn't love was math. I'm like, I was so bad at math, right? But I got through that also. I got through math also. I did that in a way. So the way I got through math, and I'll get back to my degrees in a second, but the way I got through math was this. I knew it was like my worst subject, math was. For everybody who out there who's good at math and good at science, you guys are like so intelligent. You guys are super, super intelligent, because math was so hard for me that, man, those of you guys are good at math. You guys are really smart. But what I did was, when I went to college, I worked in the registrar office. That's one of the first jobs I got, because I was like, you know what? I'm going to work while I'm on campus, right? It makes sense. So I got a job working, so I was a student, freshman, but I got a job working registering students for class. So basically what I would do was, I would register myself, because I was working at the registrar's office. So what I did, I said, you know what? I know I hate math, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it all out of the way at the same time. So when I'm done with all the math, I never have to think about it ever again, right? So what I did was, I enrolled myself in all the math classes at the same time. So I was in like math, like 101, 102, 201, 315. 425, 546. Every time you like go up, like, the harder the math, the numbers start going up and stuff or whatever. You know how college is with those numbers. So I did one semester where I had like 6 math classes. And so I just knocked all the math out. What's up, Jerry? I see you, my brother. I just knocked all the math out all at once. How you doing, beautiful Jewel? And therefore I was done with the math. I knew I didn't like math. I knew I wasn't that good at math. So I just said, this semester I'm going to concentrate on only math, knock it out, and I'll never have to worry about it again for the rest of my life. My college career in math is over forever. And so that's what I did. So shout out to working at the registrar's office. I was able to put myself in those classes and get it out the way. But besides that, man, so my undergrad is in liberal arts because, like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I wanted to do everything. So I said liberal arts because you were able to then take whatever classes you wanted, you know, because when you have a different type of major, then you start to be streamlined, like not your freshman year or really your sophomore year, but when you start to get into your junior and your senior year, you start to be streamlined into like all the classes you need to graduate. So some of the classes you may not want, but if it's part of your major, you have to take them. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to take these classes. So I said, I'll do. So I walked into my guidance counselor, my advisor, they call it in college. And I said, what can I do to get out of these? And she was like, well, you know what? She was like, if you're interested in all these different things, you can be a liberal arts major, and therefore you can take whatever you want to take. And you can still take all your histories and philosophies and sociologies and all that stuff and music business and all that stuff you want to take now that you've been taking, you continue to take that stuff. So that's what I did. And it worked out for me. So after my undergrad at University of Miami in the U.S., I went to Egypt, and I went to the University of Cairo, and there I got my first double master's, and that was in world history and geography. So it was in world history and geographical studies. And then I went to the University of Damascus in Syria, and I got my second double master's. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How you guys doing? I got my second double master's, and that was in economic development and international political science, so international politics and economics. And then I got my PhD also from the University of Damascus in Syria, and I got my PhD in international relations. So that's what it's all about, right? International relations, history, politics, economics. So that's what's going on. So that's how I come up with those historical posts every day, you know. But man, like I said, every Wednesday, every Sunday, we're going to do this. When I do this, you guys, I'm going to try not to keep you guys on. Yo, what's going on? How you doing? When I do this, you guys, I'm going to try not to keep you guys on for too long. And I'll try to go like 20, 30 minutes, maybe tops, every Wednesday, every Sunday. And like I said, I'll be announcing days ahead of time what those topics are going to be. And so it's going to be called Diversity Outspoken. I'm eventually going to also start a podcast for this. And so Diversity Outspoken, like I said at the beginning, I'm going to talk about a diverse amount of topics. I'm going to be outspoken about those in a respectful way, but we are going to go around a diverse range of topics, right? So Sundays at 9 o'clock U.S. time Eastern, and Wednesdays at 9 o'clock U.S. time Eastern, we're going to start having this Instagram Live, where we're going to start going over issues throughout the day, issues that are concerning the world, issues that are concerning society, issues that are concerning individual cultures and things like that is what we're going to start doing. All right. So yes, like everything, animals and everything, we're going to start talking about everything. But I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, for you guys who do follow me on those historical posts, I appreciate that support. With the music, I appreciate that support also. I have a new song dropping this week. It will be coming out, I believe it's on Thursday. It's called What We're Here For. Okay, it's called What We're Here For. And so we'll be dropping that on Thursday. The lyric video will be out on Thursday. You'll start to see me kind of talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll start putting out these things called the song transition, because right now We Rise has been out. And that's that song, you know, we get up if we fall down, we get up. That song right there. So We Rise is out now, and we're going to transition from We Rise to What We're Here For. So ODogg, Anti-Imperial, ThaChill. ThaChill is going to come out with What We're Here For on Thursday. So lay around for that. And for all of you guys who continue to follow me, I appreciate it, man. I'm going to start reaching out and going to your pages even more. I'm so big. I'm always traveling and things like that, you know. So for everybody in the U.S., man, I appreciate you guys. For everybody over here, you know, in the Middle East and Asia, you know, I love you guys. You know, this is where my base has been. For everybody who doesn't know, I've been making music for 12 years now, for a little over 12 years, and always been making music in the Middle East and Asia, and that's where my base is in. I mean, I have 9 albums out. They've all been super successful, thank God. You know, I've been lucky like that. And with these 9 albums, man, 5 albums of the 9, 5 have been Asian albums where it was all in Mandarin, Chinese Mandarin, and 4 albums have been Arabic albums. And I speak Sunni and Shiite Arabic. I do not speak Kurdish Arabic. That's the one I do not speak, but I do speak Sunni and Shiite Arabic. So I've done 4 albums in Sunni and Shiite Arabic. So that's pretty much how that works. Right now, I'm working on my first English album, so I'm putting out all my English songs, which is why I joined Instagram and things like that. So that's what's coming out now. So I'm on my 3rd English song right now, We Rise. That's out now. If you go into my into my bio page, you can click the link. You'll see the video. You can go into my story. I think the lyric video is in my story right now. I have all type of stuff in my story, so always check out my story. But yeah, I'm doing my first English album now, which is why I'm on Instagram. So that's how it goes, you guys. But I'm definitely an artist from over in the Middle East and Asia. So, but I appreciate it, man. Diversity Outspoken every Wednesday, every Sunday, U.S. time, 9 o'clock p.m. U.S. time. I love all of you guys out there. I'll continue to do those historical posts. Like I said, I do them like 2 weeks in advance. So I really appreciate it, man. I spend a lot of time researching, making sure all those things are researched the right way and everything is accurate. So I'll always bring you guys the most accurate information. But besides that, thank you very much, you guys, man. You guys take care. I love all of you. I appreciate you guys. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. U.S. time, Eastern time, U.S. time, 9 o'clock Eastern, U.S. time. Wednesday night, we're going to do our first Diversity Outspoken show, and it's going to be about alpha males versus beta males, and which do women really prefer. That's the first show. Alpha males versus beta males, and which do women really prefer. And everything that I do, every show that I do, you guys, is going to be based on intelligence. It's not going to be anything that's going to be, disrespectful or anything, or childish or anything like that. Everything is going to be based on intelligence and then based on accuracy. So I appreciate it, man. I love all of you out there. You guys take care. Thank you for joining me tonight. And you guys take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye. ODogg, Anti-Imperial, ThaChill. Bye-bye. Peace.